in a community so colorful and powerful to be able to put art on a wall, and so that people can see as they go about their daily duties. And we didn't have that many murals in our community, so we thought, how could this be done? And I'm not sure who knew Mark Groven or how we contacted him, but he was someone that was willing to come here and help us get started on it, and it just seemed like that was a good way to nurture neighborhood awareness. And then we found Angela, who picked it right up. And my role, I guess earlier you asked about my role in the mural, and I did not really have much of a role in the mural once Angela became involved, because she knew how to do this and I didn't. So I don't think I was even out on the site that much once it was identified. But I was doing more of the administrative stuff in the office, getting it rolling and recording, trying to document some of it. And we have you seen this little brochure we made?
I don't believe so.
I'll give you a copy of that. It just gives a little bit more of the background and how it got started.
Okay, and like I was trying to say earlier, but after all the time that went by, how do you really feel about the mural itself as time goes by?
Well, I've always felt like it was wonderful that we were able to see something actually come to fruition and see it get finished, and I felt like it does give a good history of our community and help people be more aware of their neighborhood and the history of our community, and something that we can all take pride in. It's sad to think that it's faded, and when Angela came back for this special commemoration of it recently, I had hoped that perhaps somehow we could see it restored. I don't know if that's possible, but if it can't be restored, perhaps it can be something that can spur other people to want to do some similar projects like that. But I think it was something that the community was very, very pleased to have, and thankful to have this form of art in our community.
Do you think you remember any of the people who came to those workshops and seminars?
I don't remember any of them except Eugene. Britt, I don't know where he is. Has anybody contacted him? I know if he's still in the community?
Yes, he's going to be doing an interview as well.
Wonderful,
Yes.
wonderful. So yeah, Eugene and Angela and Benny. I've sort of kept in touch with Benny. He's a family friend, and Angela I hadn't kept in touch with, but it's kind of nice to see her. It's definitely nice to be back in touch with her again. Other people in the community or at the workshop, I don't know who they were. They were young people from who attend Douglas Center, and I don't remember any of them anymore. I didn't really
those are the
know
people
them.
who worked on the mural with me. Okay, we'll ask number 26.
How did the mural project begin?
How did it begin?
Like, who was given the idea of starting the whole project with involving the community within an artistic form?
Well, I would have to say the idea is initiated in educational resources and environmental science, and Dave Monk is the director, and he really is a very creative person, and I think probably he was the one who inspired all of us to come up with some ideas. It may even have been his idea for a mural project. I don't really remember whose idea that part was, or whether Angela, if you were brought in and talked about
brought in
after it had been decided.
Mm-hmm.
So it must have been a brainstorm at ERES where Eugene Britt may have even come up with the idea, or it's really hard to say. Ideas like this, you never know where they come from. People, it's hard to credit one person. It's usually many people are involved by just things they see, people they talk to, and then when people come together, that's when creativity really happens when people pool their energy and ideas and brainstorm. And I think that's probably what happened in this case with the mural idea.
Can you remember in that summer of '78, like any of the major things that happened during that time?
I have a terrible memory, and I'm terrible with dates. That was in '78. Is that when it was?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. What happened in 1978? I don't remember anything else. You should have told me this before, and then I would have, I would have gone back into the history books and the newspapers to see what had happened. I really don't know
Well,
what
just
happened.
here in Champaign.
In here
Do you
in
think
Champaign.
anything that happened during the summer?
And I really can't say. You know, it's the older generation, my parents' generation, who remembers things so well. They know what happened year by year and month by month, and I hope that as I get older, up into my 70s and 80s, that'll start coming back to me. But right now, it hasn't come back. I don't know what happened in 1978. 1976 was the centennial, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. And there were big celebrations everywhere in 1978. I'm sorry, I can't answer that question.
When you said the centennial, what centennial are you speaking
Of our United States centennial, 1776.
Mm-hmm. It was
and
the 200th
1976.
anniversary of the nation.
Okay. That's cool.
That's 27.
The Chicago muralist Mark Rogovan,
Mm-hmm.
he came to Champaign in the spring of 1978 to do a workshop, right? Do you already said that?
Well, you said the workshop. She thought that she was talking about the children's. Well, we did a workshop with them so they would know how to do the mural. Okay, this is about the artists that we were trying to get together to do the mural. Okay, so this is about a different workshop.
Well, the workshop that Mark Rogovan was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the people that attended that one?
Well, probably the people that worked with ERES, and were you there, Angela?
Not with the Rogovan workshop.
No. Oh, okay. I don't remember. Have you interviewed Dave Monk?
We have a statement, so we can check back and verify with him. And if it's not there, they can interview him again.
Yeah, I don't remember much about that workshop. I think he showed slides of his work, and I think he did talk about, building the mural, techniques and things like that. But I don't remember who attended it. I'm sure it was something that I don't even remember where it was held. But we must have advertised it somewhat and invited people to come. 30 years ago? Was that what it was?
Yeah, it's been 30 years.
But I just can't remember.
That's
The last one.
Well, who else was involved in the mural's creation, and what were their roles?
Well, it was Eugene Britt and I were the major coordinators at the beginning, and then Dave Monk, of course, was overseeing it. And then Angela Rivers and Benny Drake helped get it going, and they took over from our part. And then, like I said, I wasn't really that involved in it much anymore. So Angela and Benny could tell you more about the people that worked directly with the mural, I believe. I don't think anybody else was involved from ERES. I think that's it.